good evening, and welcome to our Christmas Day stream. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas Day and are feeling really blessed with your time with your family and friends and stuff. And if you're kicking around and got a bit of time to hang out with me today, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the content that's coming your way. So we are currently in our third season as a 7th tier team in the English pyramid system. I had to try and remember what it was called then. I was thinking triangular, and I knew that wasn't right. And we've got a youngster who we have in our youth team who we've signed him on for a few years beyond what he's contracted for at the moment. But it's 16 years old and now 17 years old, possibly even 15 years old. I can't remember when we first got him. He was 6'8", and sadly he hasn't grown anymore. That would have been good fun, but it hasn't happened as of yet. So, but very much I have enjoyed having him in the team. He's not pulling up trees. He's not absolutely mental scoring goals at this point, but he is playing okay. We've played him as much from the bench as we are in the starting lineup, just in the squad rotation at the moment. But he's got himself a few goals. That is the important bit. If we go to our league position, you'll see that we are sat in quite a good position. But the problem is, the team above us are going to be really hard to peg back. They are currently 10 points ahead of us. We've only lost twice, but unfortunately one of them times was to Blythe Spartans. So that's a little bit annoying for us. If we won our 2 games in hand, we would still only be 4 points behind them. But we are heading into a bit of inconsistency at the moment, and that is going to create a bit of a challenge for us. If you look at us, we had a fantastic August where we beat Prescott Gables just at the end of September. What's the month before? July. You can tell it's been a long, heavy day of eating and playing games and stuff like that. And I think I've lost my mind. So end of July, we beat Preston Cables 2-0. Alex Hurst and Akarakiri, probably 2 key players for us at the moment. Then, Connor Heath actually, as well as another one. He's the other striker, stroke attacking midfielder. FC United we beat 3-1. Adam Porter and Terry Sonyeka as well, also getting goals there. We beat Warrington 2-0. Adam Porter with both goals there. We lost to Curzon Ashton, which is a bit of a shame. But we did bounce back with a Connor Heath hat-trick against Cleethorpes. As you can see, Connor Heath has been finding the net for us, which has been quite useful. Then a crazy game against Southport, where we weren't great, if I'm honest, but Big Tell got a couple of goals in that game. That is probably the biggest game where he has impacted. He got the first goal and then the winner. So you got to say he had the big impact in that game. He started us off and he finished the game off. But 5-4, what a ridiculous game. If you look at the times on it, when you've got 11 minutes, we went ahead. Then 29 and 47, Southport went into a 2-1 lead. We equalised to 2-2 and then went 3-2 up. I lie. They went 3-2 up, and then we went 3-3 and 4-all. Then Sims scored straight away and made us cry at 4-all. And then finally, Big Tell came along and settled the debate. It was to-in and fro-in all game long. I'd like to say that we were better than Southport, but I think they were probably slightly better than us in the truth of it all. Ashton United then beat us. Trying to remember what happened with this one. It's one that I can't remember. Let's have a... Oh yeah, this was the FA Cup, wasn't it? So Fairly even game, but they had a comfortable victory in the end. But I think their second goal came, we were trying to throw the kitchen sink at getting an equaliser, so it's one of those things really. Surely was a disappointing game for us, 2-2, but it did see Tyrese Onyeka and Big Tell getting on the score sheet. As you can tell, I am very happy when Big Tell gets on the score sheet because he's my prodigy. He's the one that I want to see succeed. And so that is what we are hoping and aiming for in terms of success. Blythe Spartans, the best team in the league, did beat us. If we look at the match report, this one I did off stream, I think, if I remember correctly, and I think the last one might have been off stream as well. Yeah, so this guy Armstrong scored 2 goals, and both of them were crackers, absolute cracking goals. The first one was about 25-30 yards out, a volley no less. And then Armstrong again took a free kick, and it was a belter of a free kick. And that really put us out of the game. And we played very attacking for the rest of the game and still ended up with another goal going in. If you look, we had good possession. They created lots of chances on the counter-attack. So in fairness, they did us, and that's why they're top of the league at the end of the day. Stockbridge Park Steels. So Akarakiri and Onyeka again on the score sheet. Onyeka has been scoring the headers that should be going to Big Tell, really. But to be fair to him, he's coming in at the right moment and heading that ball into the back of the net. So we're not going to complain. I don't care if Big Tell's not heading the ball, if the other person heading it scores. So, I don't think there's anything else to tell, really. Let's just start making our way to the next game. And like I say, if you've got any Christmas tales or things that you want to discuss, just post it in the chat, and it'd be great to hear from you. And I do know, especially on YouTube, some of you guys watch this after the event, and for that, if you're watching it after the event, thank you very much. I appreciate you tuning in to me. Got a couple of new subscribers lately, and I appreciate those guys. But yeah, it'd be great just to drop a comment in the on the video, just so that we know that you've watched. And yeah, thank you very much for your support. Hope you're enjoying the content that we bring out. Financially, we probably can't afford to sign any more players. We're right on the budget limit. And as I say that, I remember I loaned somebody, which probably puts us over. Oh no, sorry, that's not ours, is it? I need to check. Did I loan that person? I was looking at a loan player, and I can't remember if I loaned him or not. So yeah, we're basically over the budget by £1. Wow. Hopefully they won't complain about being over by £1. I think that's as close to in budget as you can get. We did loan a keeper last stream, which was yesterday. Seems a long time ago now. There's a lot happened since then. Just trying to remind myself of who is not on the pitch and why aren't they on there. So who do we miss out of them? I think it'll have to be Butler, I suppose. Smithy here is good because he can play in all 3 positions if necessary, but he's probably not going to develop into the greatest of players, and I wouldn't want him on the right and the left unless it really came to it, because He hasn't got the pace, he hasn't got the crossing, all that jazz. I forgot to check what Hyde are going to do in terms of... The reason Big Tell was not in from the start in the last game was because the team we were playing was a very high pressing team, so I decided to put him on the bench. So I think that we shall put him in for this one, but that means that we're going to have to rejig the team or give Heath a rest. So yeah, I think we give Heath a rest. Let Big Tell come in. And is Hurst ready to go? Yeah, I think he is. So we'll put Hurst on the right. Although I think Onyeka is better on the right. We are on combined, so everything moves. Just double check. And I think we'll go with that. So it's quite a good side that we have now, but we are a bit thin in terms of cover should any of our key players get a long-term injury. So we're sort of dependent on the first team staying fit to be completely in control of our own destiny in this league. We really need to get promoted automatically, but there's only one space. Blythe Spartans, for me, look nailed on to get that. So it may well be that we have to go through the playoffs again. And if you're unaware of how we've been going with this league, we've really struggled. We finished second in the first season, got beaten in the playoff final. We finished fifth in the second season and got beaten in the playoff final. So we really want to avoid the playoffs if possible. Very early, well, say we're 12 minutes in now, and Porter, Shenton. Onyeka turns, and Onyeka is beginning to score quite a few goals. He's proving quite a handy player. He did score quite a lot in the first season, but we were playing two strikers. And generally when he scored, he was playing as a striker, not as a winger. So, or an inside forward, if you like. So good to see him on the score sheet quite regular again. So early signs are good in this game, but Hyde are as in the game as we are, so we will have to be a little bit more careful. If they start creating chances that worry the highlights stream, then we'll be getting concerned. Here's Onyeka again. Oh, thought he was going to get another then. So dangerous throwing. There's a lot of goals come from these kind of highlights. I mean, that was a well-worked move, which we didn't really deal with, if I'm honest. They're beginning to get the highlights now. That is the concern. This could well be the equaliser. Yes, it is. Nice finish from Lewis Hudson. We need to get a shout out there now. Just try and encourage the team. They've allowed Hyde to get a foothold in this game, and that is really what we didn't want to happen. It was a nice finish though. Gonna try and take the pressure off Onyeka. Not Onyeka, on Big Tell. You need to follow him, he's there. He's not hard to miss because he's ginormous. But it's so far been another quiet game, and do with him running a little bit. He's a bit lazy. A long ball forward, which Aston takes control of, but swings the ball into for a cross. They're going to get given. Oh no! I saw the attacker go down, and usually that means a penalty. But we've got away with it. But they've lost the ball again. This highlight is swinging one way then the other. Haywood now picks it up on the halfway line, charges down the left wing, cuts in, gives it to a great ball from Tell, and Tell's going to get an assist, but somehow Hurst crashes it against the crossbar. That should have been a goal. I thought Tell was going to get an assist then. That would have boosted his ratings a little bit. So we're heading towards the 60th minute, where we are likely to get some substitutions on. There's quite a few players beginning to show a little bit of tiring, as Andrews brings the ball down, swings in the cross. Big Tell was lurking. He's lurking again, but again it just over hits him, and Onyeka has slotted it in with a beautiful little curling left foot shot. And there we go, 2-1. We're back in the lead, and I think I'm going to drop it down to balanced from that point on, in the hope that we'll take as much care with going back as we do going forward. But otherwise, we're going to concede again, because they're as in the game as we are. Although I think second half we've dominated a little bit better, looking at the shot count. Rooms to take a free kick just inside their half. He swings it over. Tell knocks it back. And Shenton shoots from distance. That's 3-1. That is a pretty good finish, to be fair. Adam Porter gets the assist, but Big Tell was heavily involved in that as well, along with Hurst, actually. So Hurst, Tell, Shenton, Porter, gives it back to Shenton, and he slots it home. So an hour in, we've got a two-goal lead now, which is fairly comfortable. But we can't allow them to get a foothold in the game again, because they did look pretty dangerous when they got some attacks going. Second half, they've shown nothing though. So we're 70 minutes in. Let's look at some of these energy levels. Porter is shattered. So we'll switch them two over and bring Heath on. And Campbell can come on for Hurst. Andrews is tired, so Leach can come on in his place. And Davis can come on for Duerden. Doesn't seem to have the same stamina as his counterpart at centre defence. Broom seems to last the game a lot longer than Duerden, or Druiden, whatever his name is. So the ball is back with the goalkeeper for sure. With plenty of fresh legs on now. You'll be disappointed. Oh my word. Why did he always find a Wildy against me? What a goal that was. I mean, that's twice in 3 games now that somebody scored an absolute Wildy against me. I mean, it doesn't help having the shortest keeper in the world, but the last 13 minutes, we've only got a 1-goal advantage now, so I'm a little bit nervous again. I suspect we're going to throw this one away. Focus. We'll tell them to focus because they need to. The ball swung in. Campbell headers. It's hit the post. And now the counter-attack may be on. No, Haywood will collect. Will the highlight continue? Davis plays it through to Akarakiri, and that's the end of the highlight. So they're not happy because I've told them to focus, but hopefully it does make them focus even though they're not happy. I mean, it'll be a travesty if we lose this after the second half we've had, or don't win it, should I say. Onyeka plays it out to Leek. He's got space to run into. He swings in the cross, and Campbell is at the far post. I honestly don't know how to get Big Tell on the end of these balls more. He quite literally is ready and waiting for it every time, but it's always missing him. I don't know if it's his positioning or where we've got the players swinging the ball. I might just have a quick look at the individual tactics and see what it says. So Shenton did well in that game. He got himself a goal and 2 assists. So we'll definitely praise him as much for the assists as it is goals. But that's a pretty good game impact, isn't it? A goal and 2 assists. I think that was from midfield as well. So we've just sent Hyde into the drop zone. I just realised we should have rested the players. Ooh. Right, let's just look at the tactics for a moment. We're going to have some tired players in this game. That was a mistake, a definite mistake. So I've gone to player instructions, crossing strategy, aim for the target forward. Yeah, I think that's the only other thing that we can do. We need to go back and do the same for the opposite side. Crossing strategy, target forward. I mean, when you've got somebody as tall as him, you really want you guys to be aiming for him. This could dry up Onyeka's goals, which we don't really want to happen. Let's have a look, see if there's anything that we can do to encourage him to move it. So if we get him to move into the channels, hopefully he'll move into the right one for the right side that's coming. So if it's somebody on the right hand side, he'll move into the left hand channel. Forward runs, we can't make more on. We'll leave it at that. They're the changes that we'll make to it, and hopefully we'll be able to get him on the ball a little bit more with those headers. Should check actually that the conditions are right for him to play in the next game. So opposition report. Did ever high press, so probably should be leaving him out for the next game. So we need to look. So Harvey Andrews is not fully fit. All the others seem to have recovered, so that's not too bad. Could have been a lot worse. Campbell, though, will want the game, so we'll give Hurst a bit of a rest again. I mean, it's interesting seeing these guys only on 2 or 3 stars, because that must mean that the players we've signed this season, being Duerden, Hall and Brooms, have really upped the impact of the team, because these guys were 5-star players, except for Big Tell. Big Tell's slowly working his way to a better stardom. He's 2-star now. So we've left Big Tell on just for now, but he may only be getting half. Heath won't be very happy about being on the bench for too many games. So we are against a pressing team, so it may be a little bit too much to expect Big Tell to be getting on the end of these balls when he's having to run from a deeper position. Especially when the big lump doesn't like running. Oh, clicked on the wrong person there. Where is he? There he is. So this is where the pressing is a little bit of a nightmare, looking at what's going on. I mean, early doors here, and they are doing very well against us. Let's go a little bit more cautious. I mean, they are dominating at the moment, aren't they? I think we might go a little bit more direct if things don't change. Try and bypass the press. Leach. Can he swing the ball in? Yes, he can. And Big Tell is waiting. Oh, what a header that was. The keeper did well to get down to it. And I thought my man was going to do it then. We're beginning to get into the game a little bit now, having weathered the storm. Haywood swings in across, but Big Tell's nowhere near ready to head that one in. They need to wait with the crosses a little bit, I think. That's superb play there. Oh. I mean, we've definitely come into it in the second half of the 30 minutes that we've played. All of a sudden, we were looking like a team that was going to struggle to absolute domination. So they've got players in good positions here. And somehow they've managed to play it through us. So, I'm going to play it more urgent. I won't go so much as more direct, I'll say standard. We do want to counter-attack. But we'll do that for now, but I do want to sort of like bypass the press as well. But we'll see whether that's enough to put us in the driving seat with this. Silly question, that. One thing I do want to try as well is how the possession let's try trapping them outside and drop off ball so that they can't play it round the back, because that they've got through a couple of times like that. I don't know whether it will be the best way round the way they're playing, but hopefully it will be. But it might encourage another Wildy. So they're getting a rocket. Second half, better improved. The same players are already looking a little bit tired. Must be a stamina issue when it gets like that. Onyeka collects the ball. Goes all the way back to Boots. Dewardon. Gives it to Hayward. He's got a lot of space. Big Tell needs to get on his bike. The cross comes in. Tell is waiting. Heads it down. And he's got the assist. But Akirakiri, get in there. 1-1. And to me, this save has become a bit more Big Tell than Leek Town at the moment. I am absolutely loving having the guy in the team. He's just like become the project for me to try and get this team firing on all cylinders, and it took him just 2 minutes of the second half to get that goal. And Akirakiri adding yet another goal to his tally. He's got quite an impressive tally so far this season already. So Hayward gets it back, swings in another cross. This time on Onyeka is at the back post, and he heads it down for Akirakiri, but he couldn't quite recapture the same shot that he'd had in the previous attempt. So Matlock must be a little bit worried now, because we seem to be finding our shooting boots. Into the 60th minute, and we've won the ball back. Porter gives it to Big Tell. Akirakiri need the players on the wing to start appearing. Here they come. They swung the ball from one side to the other. Campbell collects, and what are you doing, Campbell? He has swung it. Onyeka heads it. Big Tell's there, and there it is. The goal for Big Tell. He's deserved that today. He's looked dangerous. He had that opportunity in the first half. He's provided an assist, and now he's got that goal. Onyeka with the header back in. He was always going to win against the two defenders, although that defender there, Mert Apat or something like that. Can't quite read it because of all the other names going over it. What's his name? Mert Apat. So we'll get Big Tell back on the highlighter. The ball is swung to Campbell at the far post. He's not going to win ahead of the little guy. But Hayward now swings it back towards Big Tell, and Big Tell wins another header. And there's his second goal of the game. And I think we can now start thinking about getting Heath onto the pitch. Let's look at what we've got in terms of tired people. Heath could come on for... Who do we put on? I think we take Porter off and bring Heath on and drop Akirakiri back into the playmaking role. Onyeka can come off for Hurst. Hayward is looking very tired, so Andrews can come on for him. And we'll save any more subs for a little bit later in the game. Big Tell is having a stunning game though. Wasn't too bad in the last game, but he's certainly beginning to up the tally of goals and assists. A further 3 goal contributions added in this one game alone. He was so close to an assist in the last game as well. Just having a quick look at the other scores. It flicked off before we could see. So we've actually come to the end of the game now. We've got a weird... Well, Big Tell on a hat-trick, of course. Has the ball on the wing. Plays it back to Andrews. Gives it to Campbell. Campbell's hit the post. But why we're on this weird angle, must be to show something. Bit worried it might have been a goal for them. I don't know what was going on with that. But let's have a look. I was looking for the team who's top, but I've forgotten their name. So I don't think they've played, have they? so that's why I can't see them. Live Bridge is the name, isn't it? So really pleased with that. We were 1-0 down and looked like we were going to struggle, but we've managed to come back and win that, and we definitely want to rest the players this time. He was superb in front of goal last time. That little tweak with the tactics seemed to work well, didn't it? So they found him 3 times over the course of the match, which they've not found. They've found him once, to be honest. But yeah, I'm quite pleased that he was involved in all of them goals there. What was I doing? Yeah, we need to rest the squad, don't we? That was it. So that's all the way down. We'll even give the subs a rest. Training, rest, 2 days, and onward we go. You can never rest easy in this league because the players can get stolen away from you at any moment. There's a lot of the players we've got are on non-contracts, and we can easily lose them. Right, so Heath's going to have to play in this game, whatever. I think what we do is give Porter a rest, because Porter has been playing an awful lot of games. And also, Onyeka was getting pretty tired, wasn't he? So I think we'll keep those guys. I'll give Preston a run out, because Preston hasn't had many appearances this season. We don't want to stray too far from our best team, so I won't make too many changes, but yeah, we are getting to the stage where we can give our goalkeeper a rest and let the substitute keeper have a game. Didn't go too well in the FA Cup when I gave him that game, but certainly if we've got any FA Trophy games coming up soon, I think there must be some due. So off we go. Again, we're hopeful of a good performance from Big Town. He's got Leach backing him up today. Heath, should I say, backing him up today. I said Leach because he was on the ball at the time. I forgot to check, but I think they look like they're sitting quite deep, which should in theory help Big Town be closer to the goal more often. So as it works up, I'm not totally sure what team we're playing, but they're creating a few chances, which is a little bit disconcerting. Whatever they're doing in the tactics, it seems to be working at the moment. Hopefully we can get some control of the game. Let's give them a bit of a shout, try and encourage them to get more involved in the game. So Leach, yeah, they're definitely sitting deep. We can get this ball down the flanks, get that cross into Big Tell. What a ball that is. The cross comes in and Big Tell scored. The only question is whether Leach was onside. No, he was off. I did see the appeals for him being offside. How to get offside when a team's playing deep? So this time he's definitely onside, but he's lost control of the ball. And now he's got to get back. He didn't get back, and Fitzpatrick was allowed to walk all the way across the pitch and take a shot. Not the best of defending, I would have to say. Going to give him another shout, and this time we're demanding more. They've had the encouragement, now we want them to do a little bit more, because they're not playing as good as we would have liked. So Preston has a throw in on the left hand side, gives it to Campbell, swings in the cross, and Hurst was unmarked in the centre of the goal, and to be honest should have done a little bit better. So they've just had to make a sub. Don't know if he had an injury or what, but oh, it's Workington, not Worksop. I had a feeling it was slightly wrong, and that's why I didn't want to commit to who the team were. Right, we need to try and encourage these guys to do a little bit better. On to the second half. Hopefully we can come into this one like we did in the last game. After the second half, we were sensational. Dangerous free kick for Workington. Oh no, free header, hits the post. We've hoofed it away, but the ball's coming straight back at us. The keeper needs to get hold of that. He's only a little keeper. It always worries me when the ball comes to him in the air. So we've definitely not come out for the second half. We've got to have to consider here. Let's go to a more balanced approach. We'll increase the passing only slightly and increase the speed of play ever so slightly as well. Actually, what team instructions, all instructions, in possession, supporting runs. That's already. What do we need to do? Play through the press and see whether we can just get that little bit of joy in front of goal. How do I confirm the changes? Big Tell plays it back to Akarakiri. Akarakiri runs through. Got players out on both wings ready to swing in the cross. Big Tell is lurking and Big Tell wins the header. Danny Preston with the assist. A good cross there, and we have not an equaliser, we have the lead. I forgot, because they've dominated so much, I naturally forgot that they hadn't scored. And another superb header. Actually scored with his feet earlier on as well in the game before. We're playing some good stuff at times. A goal or two would help. I'm not sure what he's asking me to do there, but whatever he's saying we'll do. So Hall with the goal kick. Plays it out to Leach, who plays the ball straight down to Hurst. This has come forward a bit quicker than they were expecting, to be honest, and Hurst charges down the wing. He chips it over to Campbell, who he only had to head it to the near post, and for some reason he headed it straight at the keeper. What a miss that was from Campbell. And I think that's his ball to go off. That was a shocker. Onyeka can come on for him. Porter can come on for Akarakiri, give him a bit of a rest. So Shenton swings in a corner. I think it was supposed to go near post, that one. Big Tell's lurking, and he's got the header, 2-0. Alex Hurst with the cross, and Big Tell is there. That's sort of okay. I thought we'd seen the chance, really, with that one, but... yeah, Porter couldn't win it. Hurst picks up the ball. Swings it, chips in a good cross. Big Tell lurking. The defender couldn't get to it. Big Tell was waiting to head home for his 4th goal in 2 games. I think he's beginning to find his feet in the team, isn't he? I was going to click on that play for set pieces then, but it went off, so we'll leave it. Stevenson with a shot, hits the crossbar. That could have been 2-1 very easily. That's the first time in a while we've seen them come into the game. Into the last 10 minutes, so we'll play a little bit more cautiously now. We have a free kick. So we'll give Harvey Andrews a few minutes on Onyeka. Good effort from him. I think I might even bring Davis on as well. We'll use a full allocation of subs here. Yeah, we'll give Smithy a go. Hopefully he can go 5 minutes without conceding 2 goals. I mean, we have sufficiently weakened our defence by doing them subs, but hopefully the only goal we're going to see is this one from this corner, which Big Tell is lurking. Davis wins the header. Only just come on and has a bit of an impact. And there we go. Absolutely sensational victory in the end. We looked like we were struggling for a lot of that game, and we've come good in the end and brought ourselves a fantastic victory. So all of a sudden we have pulled ourselves within 2 points of Blythe. Did they got points today? Can't see them on the fixtures. No, they haven't played again. But they must have dropped points at some point. When have we dropped these points? So that's when we played them. Bamber Bridge. Bradford. So many teams that start with B. But it must be a way if we're down here, mustn't it? Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, there we go. Finally found it. Live Spartans drew 0-0 with Chorley. To be fair, Chorley aren't a bad side. I mean, look at Big Tell at the moment. He is... Look at that form increase. Got to say, I'm quite excited about how his form's increased in this last one. Right, we'll let the guys have another rest. I think that's something that we need to do. Oh, got to press that. Trading rest players for 2 days. Big Tell's got the player of the week. What a guy. So here we go. Bath City have come in for Ollie Shenton. Hopefully he'll stick with us. Start losing our midfielders. That is going to be a problem. Because they're on non-contracts, it won't specifically improve our squad, will it? So Callum Agius would be nice if we could get him on loan, but I don't think Crew are going to let him. Luca Moore is more of a possibility. That wasn't a pun. Let's see if they'll let us loan him. No. We could get somebody like him though, that would actually help with the midfield if we did lose somebody. So this is workshop this time. I thought I'd missed a match there. We lost 8-2. But that was the form tables. They're 8th, we're 2nd. So Onyeka is fit to play again. So we'll swap Campbell and Hurst. And we'll give Shenton a rest. Hopefully it won't have any indictment on whether he leaves or not. And Akarakiri can have a rest as well. I really want to give the reserve goalkeeper a game, but I just don't want to ruin our good form at the moment as well. We've made a few changes already, so we don't want to rock the apple cart too much and start losing apples. So off we go. Hurst plays the ball to Porter. This is a little bit of a concerning attack. They've got lots of players arriving. We've managed to dispossess them with Preston. Hurst, well, Heath was, he needs to wake up. We're 1-0 down after 4 minutes, mainly because Heath couldn't be bothered to walk toward the ball that was played to him by Hurst. We'll try and encourage him, but really I want to be shouting abuse at him, because that was pretty poor. Might try some of the instruction changes that we did last game. Wait, Lodi, let me change one instruction from there. We'll go for hit early crosses. Why is low crosses on? Floated. We've got a 6'8" giant there. Why would we want that? The next shout is coming, and that's going to be demand more, because they are not getting in control of this game at all. This has been a poor performance so far. I honestly don't know what to do with this. Good quick passing. That is Song is very good with his controlling of the game. That was terrible, is what I'm saying. Don't care what you suggest. So we'll give them 10 minutes or so, see whether they can try and dig themselves out of this hole, and then we'll make some changes. Nothing's happening. We're not in the game at all. Drop off more is what we want to do. In possession. I don't know what else we can change with that. Right. So Duerden can come off for Davis. And those two can swap. Hurst can be replaced by Ollie Shenton. Akarakiri can replace Heath, who's had a shocker. And Andrews can come on for Preston, who's looking quite tired. 4 changes, and then after that I haven't got a clue what to do with this team. This result's coming out of nowhere. So Shenton, get a big tell highlighted. Campbell chips the ball. Good effort. We've won a corner. It's the first highlight that's gone our way, I think, in the whole game. Right, we're chucking the kitchen sink at them now. We need 2 goals in the next 15 minutes. It can be done, but I think we've let ourselves down big time here. Let's just see what's going on in the other games. So, our team that we're chasing, Livebridge, are not playing. Leech on Porter. Porter sprays it out to Andrews. Andrews looks early, long ball. Shenton takes it down, slots it home. 10 minutes to find one more goal. Come on. We'll encourage them. See if we can do this. Good control from Shenton. And he's come on and made a difference, to be fair. That's probably going to be the last highlight, isn't it? Looks like it. Oh well. We gave it our best. Disappointing way to go. Not happy with the performance out there. I think they can all accept that they were crap. We can't win every game though. It would be nice to. And things have been going very well. But we let ourselves down with that one. And it looks like they are a team who potentially are dangerous as well. So they've moved up to 4th place because of that. But we must have been 10 points clear with them before that, or at least 9 points clear. So Live Sports have got the Live Sports. Is it Live Sports? Live Spartans. Didn't sound right to me, but right, I'm going to take a 2-minute break, maybe stretch into 5 minutes. I have a telescope taking pictures outside, and I just want to go and plug some power into it so that it doesn't go dead. So I will be back in about 3 or 4 minutes, I would imagine. Won't take me too long. So I'll leave you with the intros. So, annoyingly, we come back to a crashed game. Wasn't at the computer, so I don't know what's happened. It's the third crash that we've had in the last couple of days. That's not good. And I don't know whether it's my computer or the game. I have a suspicion it's my computer, but I'm not 100%. What I don't know is, had we moved on a day from that result? Yes, we have. We haven't lost the result, so I can't be accused of cheating. So that's something. Well, the chat's been quiet tonight. So who have we got? Bamber Bridge, who are 5th. Ilkeston, who are... I just saw them, but I can't. I'm being blind here. Where are they? Oh, is it the cup? That's why. Oh, stupid. Gainsborough. Trinity, who are mid-table, and Bradford Park Avenue, who are 10th. They're 4 games that hopefully we can get a few victories out of. So Bamber Bridge are going to be a difficult team. We look at the opposition report, how they're likely to formation, expected tactical style, mid-block, so I don't know what to do with that. I mean, Heath had a shocker of a game in the last match. It's difficult to know what to do with him when he's played like that, but he is the club captain, so he is going to start getting annoyed if he doesn't play. I think he's been playing excellent lately, but we'll give Big Tell a rest. We'll put Shenton on in his place, and Akarakiri can come on for Campbell. And Akarakiri. Oh, man. It doesn't roll off the tongue. That's all I can say. Haywood can come back on for Preston. Tempted to give Clark Anderson a run out. He's not had many games this season, but he's been okay when he has. And then Andrews can come on for him. We'll see how he does, and if he does okay in this game, he can have a cup game as well. Brooms and Duerden need to swap over as well, because we've got them on the wrong side. I noticed that in the last match. So having Big Tell on the bench is a bit of a risk with how he's been playing, but Heath is a good player and he needs to get his opportunities to play in his favoured position as well, I suppose. So we come on to a highlight which started off with us taking a shot. Duerden, good control and play to Porter. Porter's on a yellow card very early on. Good ball for Onyeka. Onyeka's through here. and slots it home. It's been 2 or 3 games since he last scored, but that's a good start to the game. And the through ball seemed to work pretty nicely there. They're playing a back 3, aren't they? So I think our wingers are going to have a lot of joy today. Realised the music wasn't playing. So Ollie Hayward plays the ball to Hurst. Hurst runs it down the wing. Gives it back to Hayward, who swings in the cross. Heath is waiting underneath it. Connor Heath with the goal. We're giving the chance in his favoured position. And he goes and shows that he can do what the big man can do. He does score some goals in the season. He's very consistent so far in the 3 seasons that we've done. He has been consistently scoring goals. The only reason he's been quiet lately is because obviously we've been giving... Well, he was going to get another one then, but it's still not over. Clark Anderson gives it to Porter. To Ollie Shenton. Back to Clark Anderson. I thought he was going to shoot, but he plays it to Akarakiri, who gives it to Shenton, who does take the shot. It's gone in. I have no idea how he squeezed it through all them players. But we have a 3-0 lead. What have I missed here? Have I slept through a goal? Oh no, Onyeka scored, didn't he? I forgot about that goal. Yeah, Heath has been very consistent with us, but Big Tail's obviously going to get some game time this season, and so he's not always going to be in his favoured position. But he did score most of his goals in the first season from an attacking midfield position because we played strikerless for most of the season. Clark Anderson's got on his bike there and delivers a low cross. Really wanted it in the air, but never mind. So half time, 3-0. That is brilliant. This is a team who should be pushing us because they are a team just outside of the playoffs. Let's have a look what's going on in the other games. Never seem to play on the same day as the top team, do we? Duerden gives it to Shenton. Back to Duerden, he plays it to Bruce. Played it nice and easy at the start of the second half. Akarakiri. I'd have told you who that was, but the blooming name didn't come up. I think it might have been Porter. But don't quote me. So Ollie Shenton goes all the way back to Bruce. We're in the 54th minute of the game. Hurst to Porter. Gives it to Heath. Shenton. Akarakiri. Heath and Porter. Good passing around here. Hurst has turned his man and he's through. Should have been a fourth, really, but we have a corner, which we won't get to see. So we've given Porter a whole hour on a yellow card. So we'll put Akirakiri back there. Put Heath into his position. And on comes Big Tell. I like to see Andrews on as well. I think Clark Anderson hasn't performed as well today, so we'll put him on there. And do we need Davis on yet? Duerden again is looking tired of in his counterpart rooms. Finally get someone in the chat, and it's a bot. You gotta post links in. At least hit the follow first. Get me to my 25, even if it's all 25 bots. It'd be nice to have 25 followers. So Lumsden brings the ball forward for Bamber Bridge. He's done us big time there. And Charlie Jolly's got the goal. We don't want to lose this, so I'm going to make a shout of focus. Because that was a definite loss of focus there. They've just let Lumsden wander in, and Jolly got in the way of his shot, really, but it fell kindly for him and he was able to finish it. Haywood's picked up a yellow card. Big Tell. First time we've seen him on the ball today. Let's get the key player highlighted. Akirakiri gets Onyeka. We will pull it back for Heath, and Heath gets his second of the game. That's 4-1. And I'm pretty sure that we're safe now, but we don't want to count our chickens too quickly. What Big Tell looks sad. What sort of would have get on with it? I can't believe that. Would have preferred to stay on the bench. Why would he have preferred to stay on the bench? This is a fill your boots moment. This is. We don't get a fifth from here, I'll be disappointed. We got to see a corner. It wasn't a very good one, but we did get to see a corner. So Jolly is... Well, I'd have been really annoyed if that had gone in. But Jolly was able to take that down completely unchallenged. Haywood can come off for Jay Smith. He's not going to be the best player, to be fair, but Haywood's on a yellow card. We don't want him getting sent off. Hurst, end of highlight. End of Haywood as well, I suppose. So Big Tell plays it back to Shenton, gives it to Akirakiri. Hurst, Smith, Shenton, Smith, and Shenton combining, but Shenton's given the ball away here. To be fair to Shenton, he's tried to get back, but oh. Right. So Shenton and Smith are getting berated. That was a silly mistake to give away there, and we brought them a little glimmer of hope that we didn't want to do. I think we're going to see out the game, but that was a disappointing goal, and they're coming again. Hurst has flattened a guy, but look how many players are chucking forward here. The dead guy has got up. It won't let me shout. Let's go defensive. They're chucking players forward. Oh, no. Woo. That Jolly has been a jolly pest, hasn't he? Or 2. nice victory in the end. Mainly down to Onyeka and Heath, who have had good games. Ollie Shenton also chipping in with a goal. Just a little bit disappointed with the goals that we conceded there. We've gone top of the league. We are 2 games ahead of Blythe Spartans. So we're not going to stay there, but it's nice to have the accolades of that. That was a goal drought. Considering how many goals we've got this season, 6 in 12, so that's 1 in every 2. Can't have been that long a goal drought. Denton knows when he's onto a winner and he's stuck with us. Second of October, I think we need to rest the squad, don't we? Training, rest, 2 days. Our balance is surviving above 0, so that's good. But we are losing money. This makes me laugh. I keep saying this about Big Tel. It looks like he's past his peak. He's 17 years old. Oh, I've been offered a new contract. Oh, they've given me 2 years as well. See if he'll give me that. No, they won't. They don't like negotiations, these guys, do they? So we're going to give the goalkeeper a go in the FA Trophy, the on-loan guy. No, we don't want to proceed to match because I nearly, as I said it, ended any chance of him getting a game. Should check on the opposition report as to who we're going to play. I think we'll play Heath again. Big Tel could have another game on the bench, so that he doesn't get the impression that he's too important to us. And Leech can come on, and we'll let the other guy, Andrews, have a go as well. And Butler, 17-year-old Butler, can come on for Duerden. Got to watch how many times I play and don't play Campbell, actually, because Campbell will be getting annoyed again soon. So not overly bothered about the FA Trophy, but to progress a few rounds would get us a few grand into the bank. Having already blown the FA Cup this season. Andrews swings in across on Yeka, couldn't get on the end of it, and the counter attack is looking pretty scary at the moment. Good save from the keeper, Dallimore. Hasn't had many chances. I think this is only his second game for us, but first game we lost 2-0, but it wasn't his fault. Porter to swing in a free kick. Now he's gone short to Akarakiri, who's picked up an injury. Butler slides it through to Heath. He scores. I think he was offside. Well, it's not saying that he was offside, so we'll take the goal. Just watching him here. Where is he? Not him. Not him. It's him. Oh yeah, that defender's kept him on. A little bit of a washing machine effect in the defenders then. Ilkeston have had a good start, but we've suddenly come into the game having found our feet and got the goal. I think Butler got an assist there as well. The young lad. Leach and Butler play it to Porter. Akarakiri nursing an injury. Onyeka swings across in. Akarakiri is fully injured now. So we've lost Akarakiri. What's he injured? A thigh. Probably should have took him off earlier, but never mind. Campbell has come on to replace him. Could have taken off, could have put Big Tell on, but I think giving him a couple of games on the bench might sharpen the hunger for more goals. Oh, Heath's through again, and I mean, to be fair to Connor Heath, he is in form, and we can't drop him when he's playing like this. So, if Akarakiri is injured, then Connor Heath could easily drop back into that attacking midfield role. Campbell will have to have a go on the left and give Hurst a bit of a break, I think. Leach is having a bad game. So we'll take him off and put Andrews over on the right. We'll bring Big Tell on for Hurst. And Campbell can go on the left. Big Tell up front. Heath can drop back into attacking midfield. He's on a hat-trick, is Heath, so we don't want to take him off. I think he'd be a bit annoyed. We'll probably get a little bit annoyed at the fact that he's no longer on the bench as well, but we'll have to deal with it, won't we? So Hayward, Big Tell, Onyeka, Porter, Heath, Onyeka, Andrews, Onyeka, Porter swings the ball. Good header for Bruce. Puts the pressure right back on Ilkeston again. What's Butler going to do? He sends a long ball forward and that ends the highlight. So, Big Tell. Highlighted so that we can't miss him. Good effort from Shenton, I think that was. Highlight that starts from us having a shot that you don't even get to see the shot. It does worry me. Last time we conceded from a highlight like that. And look at how many players are getting forward here. I think we need to keep some players back. Big Tell, right, while it's there, we're going for a tactic change. Out of possession. Porter Shenton with Heath to there. In possession. Porter can be a deep lying playmaker. And Shenton can just be a defensive midfielder, but it won't be Shenton in that role. It will be Butler as Davis comes on for Shenton and Butler moves out into defensive midfield. And I think that is all our subs that we can make, is it? We could bring Smith on. Davis, right. Davis and Butler are in the wrong place out of position. And as soon as we've done that, we've got an injury. And Smith is the only one who can come on. Nothing we can do about it. I think Andrews will play better up there than Smith. So that's how we'll have to do that. First time in the game where we had absolutely no cover for the right wing. And that was because we took Shenton off. So Andrews playing out of position really, but he's done quite well there and he's won us a corner kick. Lost a couple of players to injury in this game. That could be a problem for us with us having such a thin first team squad. I don't know what's going on with the loans, but I can't get anybody to give us free loans. Oh, I think the only free loan we've managed to get is that very keeper who's just let them cross the ball in and not come and collected it. I mean, this is really poor goalkeeping. In absolute no man's land. Got back to balance. I think we're in trouble though, to be honest. With all the injuries and that, we've got a severely weakened side. Players out of position. Not convinced that we're going to survive this game. Time is ticking away though. Let's drop to defensive for the last 5 minutes. See if we can hang on to that one goal slender advantage that we have. And still 3 minutes of injury time to go. We have a highlight. At the moment it's us in control of it. Campbell plays the ball out to Haywood, gives it to Heath, gives it back to Haywood. Big Tell's waiting for the cross. The cross finds him, but he tries a header from a ridiculous range. Wasn't what we needed. He should have been trying to link the play when that ball came in then, to me. So that's better, linking the play. Now we need to get forward, quick. Andrews wins the header at the back post. And we've managed to hold on to what is a good win in the FA Trophy. Managed to rest a few players, but we've also lost a few to injury as well. Let's just hope that the injuries are not too long. 2 days for the tight hamstring for Akarakiri, so that's good. Moderate calf strain, which means he's out for months. So we've lost Onyeka for a while. That is it's annoying. It's not the end of the world. We can survive without Onyeka, but just disappointed. Got to check where we're up to with our budgets. That's the one we want, isn't it? So we've overspent, and this is because of our shortlist, isn't it? So we'll click that to never. But these guys, we should have a good idea on all of them now. I think Callum Agius must be on loan. Is he? Oh no, he's been bought by Queen's Park. So squad player will they accept him just as a midfield centre? Accept demands. So Hunter's there as a squad player, so he's not got to play too many times in half a season. If we get him, of course, no guarantee he'll come to us. But it's a zero. What's the word? It's a zero wage loan. That's what we want. Oh, nice freebies. We love a freebie. Just strengthens that midfield, having picked up a couple of injuries recently. That helps us if we needed to put Shenton on the right or Hurst on the right. We've got plenty of options, haven't we? So Campbell has dropped his concerns about not playing enough football. It's good news because we didn't want to lose Campbell. He's been a fantastic servant over the last couple of years. It would have been gutting to see him go, especially because he's a non-contract player. He would be going on a free, basically. So we're back to second in the league. Live Spartans have clearly played and won. They just don't drop many points, do they? Go for a quick pick. We want Dallymore out of there, so Hunter can go on the bench. What are we up against in terms of tactics? Higher line, so Big Tell might have to sit out another game. So I think I'm going to play Campbell ahead of Hurst again. Leach is playing on the attacking right. That's an interesting thing. I never even thought about that, but we'll let him have that role for today. Hurst can come on if it's not working. We're getting through some games today, though. This has been good progress for this season. I think maybe tomorrow, if I do get time to stream, I think we might have to bring the Journeyman save back for a couple of days. But I have to say that this seems to be the one that's attracting more views, which is good because I'm enjoying it. Not enjoying that though. Lynch is stuck in the ball. He's running away celebrating. 1 minute in, and I am berating my team. Two players there to block him, and neither of them managed to. So Campbell chips to the far post, but can't find the back of the net. I'm hoping this is just a blip and that we actually completely control the game and get 2 or 3 goals. And that early goal will be a distant memory. Heath finds Campbell. Lovely ball to Haywood. Haywood to swing in the cross. No, he's cut inside. He's gone for goal himself. Akarakiri's running the wrong way. Andrews chips it. Campbell's at the back post. We have the goal. I thought when Haywood had taken the shot, that was going to be the highlight, but we have an equaliser. It's a good save, in fairness. At least it was on target. A cool chip from Andrews, and Campbell was pretty good with his jump and good goal. Who needs Big Tell for the headers when you've got Campbell? All 5'10" of him. Got to keep my eyes on the energy levels. See who's likely to drop first. But Porter has lost the ball. Careless little giveaway there. And some good attacking from Gainsborough there. And they were unlucky, hit the post. So Duadin plays it to Porter. Grooms. Andrews. Leach now. Can he swing in the cross? He's gone to Porter. Porter charges into the box and slots it home. Great finish from Adam Porter. It's been a while since he scored, but he did start the season with quite a few goals. So that'll be 5 or 6 goals for the season now for Porter. He's a penalty taker as well. Well, that was a nice finish into the bottom corner. We have the lead 2-1 at half time. So tactics. Do we want to make another change? I'll say another change. We haven't used anybody yet, so I think Big Tell for Akarakiri. Not because Akarakiri's done anything wrong, but Big Tell wants to get some more game time, and Heath is sort of like doing well at the moment. It'd be harsh to take him off it just because he's not scored in half a game. Akarakiri did get an injury in the last game. It only kept him out for a couple of days, but we'll just nurse him a little bit on his playing time. Well, guys, you got what is going on there? Why were they running away from the ball? I was about to get really cross with my defence then. So Heath plays it to Shenton. Finds Big Tell. Big Tell's decided he's played as a midfielder by the looks of it. Lynch is away here. He looked offside. He's not been given as offside though. You've got to be careful with this guy. So, instructions. Out of possession. Defensive transition. Defensive line. Defensive line behaviour. Drop off more. That's what we're going to try and do, just to stop Lynch getting away with it. He's already punished us once. Don't want him scoring again. So I'm going to take Andrews off. So Leach can drop to there. Shenton out to there. We'll let the new guy come and have a runabout. I think he'll be pleased to get on the pitch at some point. Which one is he? Is he that number 12? Yeah. Didn't think I recognised him. He's only a little guy, isn't he? Big Tell's away here. Slots it home. Was he onside? No, it's been disallowed. Getting excited then, but I just have this feeling he was off. It was a nice composed finish, if nothing else. Tends to do that when he's been given offside. So Leach, Shenton. Leach plays the ball to Heath. Heath squares it to Big Tell, surely this time. And he's scored 2 goals in a matter of minutes here. Only one of them is going to count on his tally, but Big Tell's had 3 games on the bench now. He'll be wanting to get himself back in the first team. And scoring a goal like that is definitely going to help his case. He probably feels a bit hard done by to be sitting out a bit. But he is only 17, and we've got to accept that he will be inconsistent at times. And sometimes that resting him, managing his game time, might just increase his hunger for scoring goals. If he thinks he's going to get every minute of every game, then, you know, even though he's my favourite player, he's going to be seriously mistaken if he thinks that he's going to be guaranteed first choice. Should have been winning the header there as well. That was a really good cross. Shenton, Porter heads it back in. That's twice now he's not challenged for the header. He has, just with a clever little flick, which he seems to pull out these little flicks. He has just got himself an assist as well as a goal. Look at this now. Doesn't contest for the header. That annoyed me a little bit. Hunter plays the ball in. Plays a nice little flick to Ollie Shenton, who tucks in the goal. 4-1, and this game is done. And that's a fact. So 4-1, another good victory from us. We overtake Live Spartans, but I presume they didn't play again. They're not there, are they? Why do they never play on the same day as us? So we'll be back ahead of them, but with 2 games over them. We are cruising in this league, though. Cruising. And it's only the fact that Live Spartans are there that we are not going to go up, guaranteed. For some reason, the spacebar doesn't want to work. Why does it do this every now and then? It's working again now. I mean, Port Vale must be loving the fact that they've got a player on loan to a team that is playing so well at the moment, and he's coming into with a real opportunity to get a winner's medal. Like I say, I don't want to count my chickens because Live Spartans look amazing, and I think they're a better team than us. They're back at the top again, 2 points clear of us. Played the extra game. So annoying. So Bradford Park Avenue next. Got a team in third. They could really benefit from beating us today. I'm going to go Shenton on their Leech dropping back to there. Andrews come off for Big Tell. And as the shuffle goes on, Heath could drop to where Akarakiri is. Akarakiri can go to there. Will he be better there? Yep, so that is how we'll play that. Big Tell, Heath, Campbell, Shenton, Haywood and Leach on the right and left respectively. Duerden and Brooms. I think when the assistant puts them in position, he puts them on the wrong side for me. Onyeka's still injured. Preston, you can come onto the bench. I think that's all we do. We don't want to mess around with them too much for such an important match. What I do want to check, what can we expect from them? High pressing. Big Tell did okay against the high press in the last game. Hopefully his positional play is improving now. I think one of the problems that he's got is he doesn't get forward quick enough. It's not necessarily that he's not fast enough, he just doesn't have the work rate. Of course, we want Big Tell highlighted again. Thought that pointless highlight was going to be a goal for a second. So Shenton keeps the ball in, swings in across. Big Tell was waiting, but Hall, not our Hall, but a different Hall, made the catch. He didn't look a very tall keeper either. Hall must be code word for small. Good ball, Shenton's through. Oh, he missed the goal. Couple of nice efforts of playing through their defence. Are Blythe Bridge playing today? Blythe Spartans. They are playing at Matlock. Not an easy game for them, to be fair. And Matlock have just taken the lead as I was looking at it. That's good news. But they've equalised straight away. Be good to see him dropping some points, though, if they could kindly oblige. But to be fair, we may be dropping points today. I can't see us winning this game. Drop it back one to positive. Hurst is coming on for Campbell. And on to the second half. I think this has to class as one of the biggest games we're going to have all season, because they are the team who are third in the league, and if they were to win this, they would be right behind us again, putting us under pressure. For quite some time it's been a two-horse race, and all of a sudden Bradford Park Avenue are beginning to push towards us. They've definitely had more of the ball. So I'm going to try and speed things up for ourselves. And we want to bypass the press, pass into space. We want to hit early crosses as well, see if we can just catch them on the back foot. I mean, yeah, they've had 13 shots, but not many of them have been highlights. So I don't think the chances that they've been creating are a massive issue. But we haven't either been getting highlights. So Duerden wins a good ball there, but Samuels will bring the ball back for them. It's a long ball in. Haywood heads it out on the edge of the area. Oh, stupid deflection. It is just so annoying in important games when something like that happens. Oh, that is frustrating. Big Tell's having a shocker of a game as well. He's not coping with the high press. Can't believe that. They are so jammy. Ooh. Oh, Campbell's already been used, hasn't he? If I bring Hunter on, let Akirakiri have that role and Hunter that role. I feel sorry for Haywood. It wasn't really his fault. But we are going to lose. Nothing I can do about it. Live Spartans are winning as well. Oh, man. This is turned into a disastrous match. So it was a tougher game. It wasn't an away game against a team who are flying. Don't think we disgraced ourselves, but it's just so annoying. We're now 5 points behind, and they've got a game in hand over us, and we're only 3 points clear of Bradford Park Avenue now. So the next game is a cup game against Gainsborough, who we've just beaten 4-1, so you would hope that we could sort of like repeat that again. Hebburn are a reasonably tough team. Dunstan, I'm not too sure on where Dunstan are. Dunstan and Bootle are the next two. So Dunstan are 14th. Bootle at 19th, so you would hope that we could win those two games. Wow, that was a frustrating one. So, Live have got their game in hand coming up, and it's against Hyde United, who are near the bottom. They never seem to play any difficult teams. Oh, there they are. Gainsborough Trinity, so not particularly difficult team there. Bradford Park Avenue in a few matches' time. That is a game which will benefit us one way or another. Then Worksop, that won't be an easy game for them. Bootle should be. Dunstan should be. Yeah, so I think in the games coming up, we're not going to catch Live Spartans. But we just need to play the long game now and just try and keep in touch with them over the course of the next 10 games or so. If we could do that, then maybe, just maybe. Well, I think I'm getting pretty tired now, so I think I'll probably call it a day. I was hoping to get a couple more games. Push us towards the halfway in the season. Just trying to remember how many games we play. Oh, it is. Yeah, so we are 40 games exactly, aren't we? So, oh man, just annoyed that we go out on a defeat again. Seems to be the way of things when the stream comes to an end. We've usually just lost. But yeah, if you've watched this at the end, a Merry Christmas to you. I hope you've had a really great day. I know I have, and it was a pleasure to come in and play what was reasonably good form over the course. I mean, when did we come in? Who did we play first? It was Hyde, wasn't it? So we've had 3, 4, 5, 6 victories and 2 defeats over the course of those games. So we've managed to crack off 8 games of the season. Done reasonably well with that. I think we could be quite pleased with that. But yeah, I think fatigue has finally overcome me and my Christmas is over. I'm going to bed. But once again, I wish you a happy Christmas and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.